All right, y'all get a two for today because I decided to do a Unit 7 practice test. As you see, the second one, because the second one comes after the first one. Okay, or if we do it this way. Now, here's the deal. Y'all get to get this is the, or we could call this one the super sarcastic edition because I get to record this one by myself. That means no students are in here. So that means everybody is fair game. All right. So let's see. There's a minus, so I can change this to plus and then change all these signs, as we have done this week on our notes and in the other practice tests. But some people walk in tomorrow like, I've never seen this before. Okay. Now, if you're one of these people that's been sick, I'm not talking about y'all. Even though, now, if you've been like calling dinosaurs on the porcelain telephone, listen, I got you. But if you're like, oh, my anal glaucoma is kicking up and I just can't see my butt coming to school, that's another thing. Okay. All right. There we go. All we did, add the big numbers, subtract the big numbers. Not too hard. It's almost like it could be easy. All right. Again, I'm using the little symbols that we talked about. You know, triangles for 3, squares for 2. Kind of simplistic. Alright, so let's see. 2j cubed plus 4j cubed squared. Oh, no more squares. No squares. And then underline, underline. Alright, 2 plus 4. This is 6j cubed plus 4j squared minus 3j minus 9. Yes, I write my lowercase j's in cursive because when I write lowercase j's in print, they look like semicolons. So you have your pick. It's either this or something that looks like a bad punctuation mark. So pick your poison. And you're like, oh, you're going so fast. Hit the pause button, genius. Okay. Da, 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 da. It'd be funny if somebody did hit the pause button when I'm like in like a funny pose, and you took a picture and emailed it to me. That would be awesome. That might be worth something to me. Might be worth something to you. I can't say on here because then it's criminal evidence. That word gets thrown around a lot. All right. I didn't do anything but the process. Started with the highest power, went to the lowest power. This is called standardized form. Standard form. We did this. We've done this. Okay? We've lived this. I don't know how to make this any more clear. Okay? So, next part. Multiplying the numbers, adding the exponents. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. 2 times 2 is 4. This is understood to be 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, I am going to write my z's like this because even when it's printed, that z looks like a 2 to me. It does. And then minus 2 times 3, this is 6 and z. And there we go. Negative 15e to the third. There we go. Negative 10e. Oh, that's not to the third, it's to the fourth. To the fourth, to the third. and to the 15th e squared. All right, it's I'm doing these fast because I'm in here by myself. Okay, I'm with all my friends, and I'm bored, and this is, for me, this is easy. This is multiplication. Okay, I'm not having to take my shoes off, but it's the same process, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everything in between. I guess I don't know. All right. Oh my gosh. So let me break it down for you. If you write a method that doesn't match your work is wrong. Okay, your work is wrong, and that's bad because that your work is worth more than your method and your answer put together. That's on purpose. So remember, I'm going to set up both our double distributive and our box method. I still had some people, they're saying, which one is the easiest? Man, I can't. I told them, I said, listen, I said, to me, the box method's the easiest because in old school math days, when we had the abacus, no, I'm just kidding, that this is how I learned multiplication. So, yeah, I'm going to say box method because that had, I mean, that's just how it goes. So, and we combine like terms. So, it doesn't matter which method, those should be your terms. This should be your answer 1b plus 25. Now, or you could write it like it's supposed to be done. Oh, that should be, oh, not minus 25. That should be minus 20. My afternoon coffee's kicking in. Let's have some more. We can almost see those sounds. Can I paint with all the colors of the wind? Da 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 da. 5g plus n3. 5g plus n3. And g, whoops, and g and plus 3. All right, so g and plus 3. G and plus 3. So either one's 5g squared plus 15g plus 3g plus 9. I know. I should quit all this silly education purposes and become a singer. I do have a face for radio. Or maybe podcast. Everybody's got a podcast. I can have a podcast about why I should have a podcast. Weird. All right. Set up, terms, answer. Bing, bang, boom. Or if you're one of those extreme Marvel fans, Fing, Fang, Foom. If you're watching this and you actually get the Fing, Fang, Foom reference, please come in and tell me about it tomorrow. For those that didn't know, apparently Stan Lee had a penchant for alliteration. And again, don't know those words. I know what those words mean. And I know some of y'all are like, wow, he actually does know big words. Yes, I just don't use them all the time around y'all because then it takes for the whole class to me explain what they mean. All right, there we go. By the way, if you hear a squeak in the background, that is not my body, that's my chair. Though here pretty soon it probably will be my body because it's not the age, it's the miles. Again, if you need to copy this down, hit the pause button. That's what smart people would do. All right, so I'm actually going to set this up a couple different ways. All right. Well, I forgot to delete this one. So I'm going to set this one up like this because I can, because I'm that guy. I'm going to cut it this way. I'm going to say, let's see, 2y squared plus 4y and then minus 5. And then I'm going to say 4y plus 2, 4y plus 2, and 4y plus 2. Now, you can also, well, I don't want that anymore either. You could also do this the other way that we have done in class. It doesn't matter. 2y squared plus 4y minus 5. Because remember, order doesn't matter when you multiply. And then if you're doing the box, okay, hilariousness is about to ensue because you're about to see somebody who cannot even draw with technology help. Okay. Okay, 4y and plus 2 and 2y squared plus 4y minus 5. Okay, so I have this thing set up 3 different ways. I didn't do this one in class today. Just didn't get to. And maybe I forgot about it. Who knows? Maybe I was just having a bad day. Oh no, not one of those. It's almost like students would not be listening for some reason. I don't know why they would not be listening the day before a test. That just seems so silly. Just the silliness. It's just silly. Okay. By the way, if you happen to set it up like I have it highlighted in pink, you'll notice that all your like terms are together, and I think that's kind of nice. It also helps if you do add the exponents the right way. Okay, this is 20y squared minus 12y minus 10. Awesome. So, got that. Getting close to being done. Somebody's going to mess up tomorrow on this. I will laugh. Ha 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 ha. Because I've called it. I've told you. Told you somebody will mess up on it. I've done orange, have I done brown? I've done brown. Okay, so x and then plus 6. And x and then plus 6. X plus 6 and then x plus 6 and then x and then plus 6. So again, and some people that have been paying attention, there are patterns to these things. You can figure them out. I'm not going to spend time trying to reteach a whole lesson on patterns. You should be able to pick them up by now. Patterns. Oh, biscuits. thought I had enough room. Just couldn't do it. Back it up, big boy. Do 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 do. 4x minus 5. 4x minus 5. 4x minus 5. 4x minus 5. All right. So minus 20x plus 25. So 16x squared minus 40x plus 25. Bam. And then our last one. All right. Remember, this is what we would refer to as a dots problem, difference of two squares. Okay. And when I mean two squares, I'm not talking about like two boring people. We'll see in a second exactly what I'm talking about. We should already know, but just darn being on that phone in class when we're not supposed to, and sleeping when we're not supposed to, and all that other stuff that y'all do in class when you're not supposed to, kind of gets in the way. All right, what I've highlighted, those cancel out. So we have g squared, which is a perfect square, 144, which is a perfect square. They're subtracted. That's why it's called the difference of two squares. Okay. That's the second one of the Unit 7 practice test. Hopefully you paid attention this time. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.